Here we go again, back here again to renew outdated legislation that's been there since the Second World War. That's long past its best by date, Minister, and it's very disappointing to see that another year has passed by with no movement on it. While it's always been claimed that it was there for protection of the state, it has also been used for political policing. Not always, but on occasions. Reform has been demanded for years from Amnesty International, the Irish Council for Civil Liberties, and numerous others have highlighted the shortcomings of this legislation and how it can be misused. An expert panel was put in place by the Government in 2020, reported in 2023, and that recommended the majority report was that it should be abolished in its entirety. Yet 2 years later, here we are, with no legislation being brought forward by the Department or by the Government, no credible alternative being put in place. And I'm somebody who sees that in exceptional circumstances, I can see the need for a non-jury court, in extreme exceptional circumstances. But the provisions under it, which have been changed slightly over the years, failure to answer a material question. People have been threatened in the past that if they didn't answer a question, they were off the Green Street to the Special Criminal Court. That there was a van waiting for them outside. That's what people were told on some occasions. Another one is that the conduct of the accused person implying or leading to a reasonable inference that they're a member of an illegal organisation. That's wide open. Also associations on the part of the accused. That can mean anything. It can mean being in the same place at a wedding as somebody else. And Section 9 creates an offence withholding information which he or she knows to be of assistance. Again, it's all subjective. And, there are a number of dangers in there. Non-jury trials, as I said, should only be used in the most exceptional circumstances. The provisions, the recommendations are there from the review panel. It should only be authorised. It should not be authorised by one person, by the DPP, as it currently is. It should be left to the judgment of a court. And I recognise that there is substantial gang violence in this state. I recognise that it causes a serious threat to local communities and damages local communities and threatens people's safety. I understand that. And that does need to be dealt with. But other methods can also be used. As I said, it could the use of a non-jury court should only be in the case of where in a court of law where it's decided that it can be used, not by one person, by the DPP. Also, methods could be used such as courtroom screening, video evidence, etc. But here we are again, Minister, in an absolute state of paralysis. I would support new legislation on this. I think that, as we improve policing, the policing service in the state, as we reform it, modernise it, north and south, I think that it's a necessary step to take. I'm extremely disappointed that we're doing this for the last, I think this is my 15th time to be here for this in the House. It's outdated and you need to change it, and this should be the very last time that this happens. Thank you.
Thank you.